So my name's Laura, I'm one of the clinical nurse specialists with the symptom management team at Each. I'm based at the Milton site. Part of our role is to work with families of children with difficult to manage symptoms or that are needing end-of-life care to support them with those symptoms from a clinical perspective, but also to provide the entire family support. Symptom management, so the symptom management team specifically are a group of clinical nurse specialists. So we specifically work with children, with a small group of children that have very difficult to manage symptoms. So it might be pain, problems with feed tolerance, it might be problems with secretions, that their local teams might need a little bit of extra guidance or extra support to manage. They are normally ongoing symptoms that are chronic and need quite a lot of investigation and then robust plans to manage them. But that's something we can help with and put in place and be that just that extra layer of support. So our day-to-day, every day is different. So it's a real mixture of working in the office, working on management plans for symptoms, attending multidisciplinary meetings, talking to other professionals and liaising with them. But there's also a large part of our work that is in the home, in the community, in the hospice and in the hospitals, seeing young people, doing clinical assessments to see what we can help with. We are able to perform that care wherever the family wish for it to be. So whether they want to be in the hospice, whether they want to be at home or whether they want to be in hospital, we can reach into anywhere. And it has different challenges, but whether that's pets or other siblings and things, but they're all things that we're used to and we can work around. Another part of our job that we do a lot with families is supporting them with discussions around ceilings of care for their children. So whether having difficult conversations about escalating treatment and what is in the child's best and the family's best interests, and how we can support them to manage the child at home rather than escalating into hospital, and discussions about when we reach the most treatment can do and what we do when we can't treat anymore. And those discussions can be really difficult for families, and they often take multiple conversations and take a long time to put those plans in place. But that's a really big part of our job, is being able to support families through those discussions so they're not having to make decisions and in the moment when their child is poorly, and not having to be put on the spot to make a decision. And a phrase we often use with parents is that we hope for the best, but we plan for the rest. So we hope that these children will have long, fantastic lives, but we plan for all those eventualities that might come up, that might cause a bump in the road, and make things harder. So working on the care floor at the hospice is so much fun. I think everyone's perceptions of it are that it's a scary, sad place, and that it's miserable and that people aren't happy when they're here. But the children are always so happy. There's always so much going on. There's activities, there's play, there's so many people around and so much interaction that is a really happy place to work. Even at end of life, when we have children that are in the hospice for end of life care, we are still doing everything we can to make sure that they're making memories, that they're able to really have a good quality and really enjoy that time that they have. I think that misconception that is across every part of the world and the UK, that people, the moment they hear hospice, think that, oh no, that's only a bad thing, that's only bad news. People don't realise that actually they can be under Each for a long period. We're not just for end-of-life care, we're here to support them throughout their child's life and afterwards. And being able to talk to them about some of the things that we can offer that isn't just the end-of-life care really opens people's eyes and makes people realise what we can do for them. So Sienna is one of my patients on my caseload. She is a cheeky, sassy teenager.
Shit. Don't pout just because you can see a camera. There we go. Hey.
But she does have some difficult to manage symptoms that affect her every day. So she has a particular issue with high tone in her arms and legs, and struggles to control her movements because of those. So we do quite a lot of work around helping her with her posture and her movement and making sure her medications are correct to manage those. She has also had some issues with tolerating her feeds and problems with being nauseous and being poorly because of that. So again, we do an awful lot of problem solving, trying to find the root of the problem if we can, and then trying to find a solution to it. And if we can't fix the problem, what can we do to manage those symptoms and negate the symptoms that it's causing? So we have a number of towns and cities across the region that each support that have very diverse communities, and we know our referral numbers in from those communities are lower than other areas that we support. We are doing a piece of work at the moment specifically in Peterborough to try and improve that engagement. Part of that is setting up palliative care clinics that will allow patients to access that support without needing to come into the big tertiary centres or into the hospital and hospice, but we are also working hard on community engagement and being able to engage with those communities at their heart and in the home, so they don't just need to know us from a health perspective. But it's a really exciting project that we hope, once we have got really involved in Peterborough, we'll be able to take to other areas as well. I love it. I absolutely love it.